What is up, Lockdown Defenders? This is Coach Mike, and today we're breaking down all-defensive first-team member, Avery Bradley, and what has made him one of the best defenders in the NBA. The first thing you should see is that he's constantly trying to cut down the space between him and the ball. This causes the offensive player to turn his back to avoid the pressure that Avery Bradley is putting on him. Not only are you taking away the offensive player's vision and options when he turns his back, but you're preventing him from picking up a full head of steam and blowing by you at top speed. You can also see Avery Bradley is quick to break his defensive stance, stand up and start running along with the offensive player to cut him off to the spot he's going to. Here's another example of Avery Bradley using the turn and run to perfection, getting out of his stance and sprinting to the spot the offensive player is headed. It's also nice to see that in this hand-checking world of the NBA, Avery Bradley is not afraid to be physical. And as with most lockdown defenders, Avery Bradley uses the same defensive stance they do. You can see his shoulders lean forward, almost leading his defensive stance towards the offensive player. What this stance is going to allow Avery Bradley to do is not only put a lot of ball pressure, but also is going to give him more opportunities to steal the ball. By leaning forward with his shoulders in his defensive stance, he can now extend his reach into the opponent's dribbling pocket. This allows him to poke the ball away and then go track it down for the steal. Combine that stance with his mindset of taking away any airspace between the ball, and you have an aggressive Avery Bradley who's just constantly trying to poke the ball away. But if there's one thing I love most about Avery Bradley, it's how decisive he is when he goes for steals. He's not just poking it hoping he gets it, he's going with his full body for that steal. He's not just trying to get a hand on the ball, he's trying to thrust his whole body to where the ball is. And when the offensive player's back is turned, he's going to thrust his whole body in order to get to that dribbling pocket and steal the ball. And it's the same thing when he's trying to recover to the ball. He's not just trying to beat the player to the spot and cut him off, he's trying to cut the ball off, thrusting his body to where the ball's going to be, not only the offensive player. And this is something I've never seen, but it's very effective for Avery Bradley. When an opponent is driving at him, he's going to thrust his body on the ball side of where the opponent is dribbling it. It's almost the equivalent of pulling the chair out when you're guarding the post, but Avery Bradley does it when an opponent is driving. So instead of initiating or even resisting contact, Avery Bradley avoids it, and by doing so, the offensive player plows forward and he gets the steal. If you can take away one thing from Avery Bradley's defense, it's how decisive and confident he is with his aggression. He will sometimes even go for the steal with the opposite hand, reaching across his body, cutting off the ball handler, and going for the steal. It's a very aggressive move, but something Avery Bradley has timed perfectly time and time again. And Avery Bradley even gets some chase down blocks. and he uses the same chase down block technique that I've broken down many times in the past. For all these reasons, Avery Bradley has quickly become my favorite player to break down. And we're only talking about his on-ball defense. Next week we're going to take a look at his off-ball defense and learn why Avery Bradley is a lockdown defender on and off the ball. So there you have it, lockdown defenders, Avery Bradley's incredible defense. Now it's your turn to go out there and start locking people down. And for you longtime subscribers, please let me know in the comments below what you think of the new format. Thanks, and see you next time.
Say to him, hey, you don't have to play this kind of defense all game long. Like, lighten up, buddy. That's pretty impressive.
If so, those players should be banned immediately from the NBA. What a cowardice way to, you don't have to play this hard. What do you want him to do?